Yes, guys, welcome back to ShootOut. It's been a few days since you've seen us, but Eunice and I are safe. We're fine. We are still alive. I'm sorry that we've not posted, but well, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, mate, hasn't there? It's been a hell of a lot.
A lot. And still is, to be fair. But it's good. We're fine. So happy days. ShootOut lives on.
ShootOut does live on. We're alive. We're kicking. We haven't fallen out. Don't worry. Eunice and I have both decided if everything goes tits up, we're going to sprint across to where each other lives and just have one last recording session in the middle of the park somewhere. We shouldn't say all of these things, really. But I prefer to make light in dark situations. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
No, true. I mean, yeah, there's a little less tension than before, but I know there's a lot of people that are still, even on the outside, they think like we're in the blitz or something. Like, no, it's okay, it's fine. So
yeah.
But if something did come to it, then yeah, we'll have a last ShootOut recording in the park.
We got to move on from this. We'll be here all day. There is speaking of darkness, right? It's looking bleak, isn't it? This title race, because I mean, mate, I don't know if you've seen these stats, right? I'll throw one out there for you, and then I want to hear your thoughts on it. So the game yesterday, right, between Brighton and Arsenal, we all know the score. Arsenal won 1-0. Bukayo Saka scored a goal that I don't know how that's gone in, but it did. But when the ball goes, like the ball's out of play, 30 minutes of the game was taken away because Arsenal took 30 minutes to put the ball back in play. Mate. What?
Say that again. So, are you saying that Arsenal have deliberately got the ball out of play in a total of 30 minutes during the 90?
Yes, so a third of the entire duration of a football match is spent with Arsenal just delaying actually putting the ball into where it should be when they have control of it.
That's mental.
It's the highest of them so far this season. So, you know, fair play to them. They're getting away with it. So
to an extent, I rate it. To an extent. Because you know why? Listen, if this was us, yeah, I'm putting ourselves in this situation. If this was Chelsea and we done that and people kicking off, I'd laugh.
Do you know what's annoying about this? I rate it highly as well, but I think on the whole, it's a massive problem that is actually killing the game off a little bit. Like when people talk about, Arne Slot's comments, for example, like, football's boring, I wouldn't watch it unless he had to, kind of thing. It's actually true. And I think Arsenal will be the ones that would get punished the most, but I think it has to happen. And Liam Rossini said it, didn't he? He said he thinks at the end of this season, there has to be like a real look into what is going on with defending set pieces and everything that Arsenal are doing particularly. But all clubs are doing it. You saw in the Forest City game, which we're also going to discuss because, well, that's why that Arsenal win is so bad, because Man City didn't really do very much to help matters, did they? But it is just universally across the board, I think, a Premier League problem. But why do I get this feeling, mate, that last night's Arsenal win was like a big moment in their season? Do you agree?
And this is why I think they did what you've just said, because there's a sense of desperation. I think they'll do anything that it takes to win a league after 22 years that it's been now, if I'm right, 2004, right? So, yeah, they'll do whatever it takes.
That's a long time, isn't it?
It's a long time, bro. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. And I will say, based on what you've just said of like, if we're talking now what Arsenal fans are probably going to call dark arts, right? I think that technically does qualify as dark arts. That's quite dark. That's going quite deep. And why? Because it's coming out of the game. I don't have a problem with a team doing what they have to do on the pitch within 90 minutes. If you want to park an entire building and not let anything through, and that's your tactic during play, good luck to you, right? I ain't got a problem. But if you're deliberately now wasting time when the game's not being played and you're not playing football. Like, that's now not football. You just come out of football. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I draw the line, personally, when people say this, okay, Arsenal are boring. If they're boring on the pitch, I ain't got a problem. Good luck to you. More power to you, because you're doing what you got to do and what you feel like you can do, and that you're good at. if you're coming out of that, then we've got an issue. Arsenal doing what they've got to do, and now in a situation where they find themselves with everything back in their hands, that's all they want. And yeah, yesterday done exactly that, because now 7 points with an extra game played. If City do win that game, it goes to 4. Arsenal, as long as they win all their games, can still afford to lose at the Etihad. So it's in their hands, which is exactly what they wanted, at least.
Yeah. Do you know what I find? And I don't know if this is just an observation that I've seen, or maybe I might be totally wrong with this, but every time Arsenal score a goal this season, doesn't it feel like it's like a really important moment? Like if you look at their fans and the reaction in the stadiums, be it at the Emirates or away from home, every single goal that they've scored this season, on the way to whatever the season's going to be, seems like it's a moment. Whereas at Man City yesterday, I was watching the highlights. I didn't watch the game. I saw when Semenyo scored that goal, like the reaction in the stadium. It's not like this frantic, we've got to chase Arsenal down, we're going to chase Arsenal down, this is a big moment, all right, let's make sure that this stadium is on our side so that we can go on and win this game. It's kind of just like Man City, and I've said this countless times this season on this channel, they kind of just go through the motions, but there's no urgency about it. And it's like every goal that they score, it's kind of expected, but it doesn't really matter. And I think for Arsenal, they don't even have to play this great football because they've just built this like momentum engine. And it's actually really annoying because they're so good at just grinding things out. But I feel like everything just matters for them.
It does. And again, it's that desperation. It's that feeling that we know what it feels like. We went, if you remember, 14-15, we went to the Emirates, grabbed a 0-0 draw and celebrated it outside their ground. Like,
Yes.
I was there. I remember coming out of that ground and it just Chelsea fans jumping up and down because we drew 0-0. And that's because we knew that's it. We're going to win the league. It's done. And Arsenal fans are now getting that feeling of where every setback that they're having now, they seem to somehow limit the damage and get themselves back on track like they have now just done. And that only increases belief. And that increases the meaning of every single goal that they score. So when they go to Brighton, which if you look at their last run of fixtures, they had Brentford, Wolves, and, well, Chelsea, but you get the gist. And this game, Brighton, if you look at least Chelsea's a big game, so I'm not going to qualify that. But if you look at Brentford, Wolves, and Brighton, if you look at those three teams, which one would you say is more likely for Arsenal to slip up? It's probably Brighton. And they did slip up against Brentford and Wolves by drawing those games, but then they beat Brighton away. That's only going to make Arsenal fans go, oh my God, yeah, no, we're back on track. That's why each goal, I think, means a lot, because it's that 1 inch closer to the title. And for City they've been there recently. They know they've had a poor season overall. It's not been great. And I feel like they kind of have this feeling that it's more likely they're going to come second. So
Yeah.
that's how it feels anyway.
That's exactly what the energy seems like. And I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, how is that not a penalty on Haaland, by the way?
I don't know. Some people saying, okay, he dived or he let his leg there, he left his foot there. It's a pen.
But what is this argument even about? Because like there was even an example in the Chelsea game yesterday when Reece James runs and then Martson puts his leg out. Like, but since when has that not been a foul?
Yeah, I ain't got a clue.
Because like, yeah, but he run into it. I'm like, yeah, but that's the whole point, isn't it? Like, if somebody puts their leg out and you're going in that direction, of course you could. Like, what else are you supposed to do?
Well, he's taken he's taken the ball, and he's technically gone round the keeper. Keeper's not got the ball. He's brought him down. That's a pen. Even if it's going away from goal, it's a pen. I don't know why it wasn't given.
It's mental. It's absolutely mental. And I mean, I've been crucified for this opinion only by Arsenal fans, but I actually think every Arsenal fan is kind of aware of it. And because they're top of the league, it doesn't matter when they just shut it all down. They're like, no, we're not getting the rub of the green with this. I'm like, you are though. You actually are. Like, if you look across the board at all of these games that they're playing, you're telling me yesterday, if Robert Sanchez or Philip Jorgensen was keeping a hold of the ball in his hands for 16 seconds when there's an 8-second rule, they're getting yellowed for it.
Easily.
David Raya will not get a booking for that. He just won't.
Yeah, and I don't. I gotta be honest. I'm gonna say something a little bit wild here, and this might cause a bit of controversy in the comments, right? But I think I've got what it takes to back it up because we've heard it from the Premier League chief himself. I think because of City's dominance, there is something in favour of making sure Arsenal win it this season by all costs, by any means necessary, and not to have City go on and do it again. Because I think the Premier League do want that change. And this is their best chance that they're going to get at it, I think, at least for this season. So I'm not surprised because of that. We see these sort of decisions. We see Gabriel and Saliba grabbing whoever they want to grab and they don't get penalised. All these things that... All right, well, we're getting sirens, so...
Oh, no. We're leaving this in. We're leaving this in so that you lot know we're dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, so we've just got messages and Abu Dhabi as well.
Why are they not trying to save me? Does my life not matter? Does my life not matter? Oh,
You're
my
probably
word.
gonna get it.
Oh, here we go.
There you are.
For goodness sake.
Well.
All right, well, thank you very much to the United Arab Emirates for their fantastic alert system again. No, I'm not joking about this, by the way. The UAE is unbelievable.
Bro, we've been the most targeted and we've been the least hit. It's mad.
I don't know why I'm sitting here all smug, like, yeah, of course, mate. Like, I've done absolutely nothing to aid this situation.
Bro, their air defense has been, nothing short of world class.
World class. Speaking of world class, Arsenal's ability to get away with refereeing decisions that probably shouldn't go
in world class
is world class. Like,
yeah.
Okay. At this point, what do we think is going to happen here? Because 7 points, game in hand. I don't even trust City to win the game in hand, to be honest.
This is the thing, because I'm going to say this as well. I think at the Etihad, I think City win. I don't know why. I've still got this feeling that push comes to shove, these two fight each other, albeit it'll be after the cup final. So that's going to give us an indicator. Whoever wins that cup final, I think, is going to have the biggest psychological edge going into the rest of the games. That, I think, is a double final.
If Arsenal lose to Man City in the Carabao Cup final, do you think that could derail them?
100%. 100%.
Wow.
I think they'll bottle it. I think they'll bottle it.
I'm choosing to go into this headspace purely because I don't think it will happen, but I'd like it to. It could happen, but
it can.
It can. I just think what happened last night is exactly what I thought was going to happen a few weeks ago. I thought City are going to have some silly slip-ups in games that they've absolutely got to win on paper. Forest, 18th, 17th in the table? Like, that was a huge point for Forest in the league yesterday. Fantastic result for them. And Arsenal, Brighton were giving it a go, but Arsenal didn't cave. And for me, that 7-point gap is big. But Eunice, we're going to do another video, aren't we? We're going to talk about the top four race, because this has been another insane week of top four football, hasn't it?
Yep, big time. Everything has now gotten even closer. And I think for the 4 teams involved, at least properly, just a 3-point gap, and 2 of them, both pairs are tied up with each other. So it's it's going to go down to the wire. All these teams have big games to play as well, because I think everyone's got near enough. Everyone's got to play each other. We've definitely got to play each one of them. Man United have to play each one of them as well.
Yeah, they've got Villa, I think, next week. When we play Newcastle, they play Villa.
Yeah.
Massive. So we're going to talk about those tomorrow. Apologies, it's not in the usual setup that we would be in, but I'm sure you guys can appreciate with current world events. The fact you've even got a shootout video is flipping lucky for each and every one of you.
Well, I mean, they got the alerts live on flipping air, so
it's not funny at all. I'm going again!
No way. All right. Well, you got yours first this time.
DL.
This is what we're doing. So,
all right. Okay. Well, we're going to try and get the next video done, but we'll be back shortly.